2, 1.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the
18th
episode
We're
of Phil Studies
alive!
Club. You didn't say it last time, and yet you said it this time. Where's the consistency?
I remember you said it was in the pocket.
Yeah, yes, I said it.
Stop bouncing. No, this is
Can
good.
the microphone pick it up?
Yeah,
They
definitely.
just tuned in, and we're already screaming.
No, this is good. We need rejuvenated energy because we just recorded the last one.
Whoa!
Can you imagine Joe Rogan? Like, he does like 3-hour podcasts, and he does multiple ones a week.
Yeah, but he does weed in that. Like,
Oh, that's probably how he gets it to work. Yeah. When we're of age, we should do that.
no, I'm not smoking weed
Ever?
because I don't want my lungs to get screwed up.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm more...
I have edibles, like I'm down with that because those like don't hurt my lungs.
Okay,
But I
so
wanna do a
edibles
joint or a
in the
blunt or
future?
whatever, yeah.
In the future. Definitely not now.
Yeah, like when I'm 21 or whatever.
Right, but I don't think I ever want to do alcohol. Like, I'm more inclined to do weed, I think.
I heard that weed is a lot safer. Okay, here's a screwed up part. The thing is that Nixon declares a war on drugs and a war on crime. That's what the voters wanted, and he wanted to specifically target people who were protesting the Vietnam War, which at the time were like hippies. And so he declares a war on drugs because you can't declare a war on the hippies themselves because under free speech they're protected by the Constitution. So Nixon declares a war on drugs because that's what hippies are associated with. And he specifically targets the most easily accessible and least harmful drug that everyone, like a lot of people were taking. Marijuana.
And now it's legal.
And now it's...
It's essential, yeah.
Yeah, but like, the only reason why marijuana is looked so down upon is because of successful propaganda against it. And that's the truth.
Dang, Pahul. I know you know this stuff because you researched it for your essay.
that.
What other topics have you done since we last talked?
I did social media. Like, is social media really the best for our society? My answer was no, and then I did a whole thing about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I wrote one on why nobody should ever refund their ticket for a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it was a bad essay topic, so he wanted me to redo it. So I did mine on why actors are tragically overpaid. And I think it's really dumb that you can have on set, because remember we had this discussion with
I remember this.
Sean Dorney.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really sad that there's so many visual effects companies going out of business when what the actor is being paid, what one person is being paid, could keep the whole company afloat.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's really scary. Can you stop bouncing?
Sorry. I was gonna do something else, but it was July 4th, and I wanted to be kind of positive America thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like the war on drugs and all the horrible history. So I decided to do it about social media and how we have to stand together as Americans against these companies who are pushing their algorithms. And I wanted to have it kind of like patriotic.
I also just wrote one on for one of the drafts. I had to write my
For the
revision
2
and
weeks.
draft on the same day.
What about the next 2 weeks? You have to write about.
I'm just gonna have to cram it in wherever I can.
Oh.
But the one that I wrote it on was LGBT representation in children's cartoons.
Okay.
And I said I think it's a very important thing to do. However, going back and changing old characters and saying that they were gay all
that's
along
weird.
is counterintuitive. Like the whole SpongeBob thing. What's your view on that?
He was what? Asexual? Is that what they said?
SpongeBob? No, that he was bisexual, I think.
That's weird. SpongeBob is supposed to be like, come on.
Or
you know?
gay, or just gay.
Like, you're not supposed. SpongeBob is supposed to be this guy. Like, you're not supposed
He's
to
an
care
otherwise
about
asexual
who...
character. Like,
Yeah,
he doesn't-
exactly.
Sexuality should not be tied to something that's for children. Okay, actually, no, that's not true. I don't. Okay, SpongeBob is not something that is like at all
kids are
supposed
not.
to.
Yeah.
Okay, if the character like has relationships, for example, in the show, like that's a very big part of their character, then sure. But SpongeBob is just a funny guy who's stupid.
I agree.
That's it.
No, what I said in the essay was, if you're going to have an LGBT character, have that be essential to who they are, and make episodes that explores being LGBT. You know, like you can't
have it so that like their entire defining characteristic.
right. No,
That's
but make certain episodes about them being LGBT. You know, and I think it's something that's important because kids are the most impressionable age group that we have. Like they're the ones whose opinions can be changed the most. So if we're gonna start them with the heteronormative mindset that young, then we're never gonna get over heteronormativity. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Nick, how have your classes been going?
A few of them have, or one of them has been really stressful for me. particularly because I'm trying really hard in it, and that's all I'm gonna say on the subject matter.
It's kind of like physics.
Oh yeah, should I take
trying
physics?
really hard, and it's kind of... Honestly, I feel like I'm biased because of the whole, how when like people graduate from high school and
Can you stop bouncing,
they only
please?
remember the good stuff,
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like physics was fun, but like the teacher
It's not good.
ain't good.
Well,
He's a cool guy. He's hella cool. He watches World Surf League before, like when we walk in, and he's like watching people surf and stuff. One time we talked about like Trump was giving this or like this message or whatever about the coronavirus, and we talked about it for like half the period.
I don't know, because I'm debating between doing that and environmental science.
Environmental science is much easier.
I was thinking of dropping ban for environmental science.
If
I
you
just
do,
want to chill.
that would be
senior.
so cool.
I just want to chill senior. I don't want to stress about having to go home and practice and whatever. I just want to drop ban because I already got the letter or whatever, so I'm done with that.
A recommendation?
No, not the letter. Like the letter they give you, like you have points during the band year, and then you get like a letter, and then you get pins on those letter or whatever. I got the letter, so I'm good. I'm gonna drop band now, I think.
Really? Way to go! It's kind of the trend. Started. Can you stop that?
Sorry.
You're really ADHD right now.
Oh, not ADHD.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you are.
It's the bananas that have sugar in
It's
them.
the banana.
Oh, the bananas. Yeah, they have like 1 gram of sugar. No, they probably have a few more. Fact checker, can you do your job?
They were unripe though. They weren't good.
Yeah, they're brand new. They my parents
I
just
should
bought
have
them
had
from
them, but, like, I still have them.
Save Mart, because Save Mart just opened.
Save Mart. I don't like the name of Save Mart. I don't like.
14
They
grams.
should call it Save Mart.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Wow.
They should call it something else. But
What?
Like Save Mart just sounds weird,
I looked up grams of sugar in bananas.
That's hilarious, Nick. That's really funny. I bet people at home just thought that, like, when you're listening to a podcast and then like it starts like lagging, but then it starts up again. I bet they think that just happened, but no, we were just quiet.
Yeah, if you did that, you're so stupid.
Yeah, okay, no. What if it does lag when we did get quiet?
That
So it was
would be
like double as
extra.
long.
Before.
Oh,
Really?
that's weird.
No.
Can you stop bouncing?
No, I
like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
All right, so today we are discussing 3 movies. It is still the 4th of July, like it was last week. Even though by now, what day is it? It's like
244 years
of America. And we are actually reviewing a pretty political movie.
But it's not a day over 30.
Yes, Nick?
Wow. I want to throw my shoe at you.
Bite my thumb. I bite my thumb at you, sir.
No, do not throw your
there's
shoe.
water.
There's water all over and there's technology. Like, I don't want to... Okay. Anyway, so let's start off with the first movie.
Irresistible.
Actually, no. Pahul.
Hey, are we done
What
setting
order?
up the podcast?
Huh?
Welcome to episode number 17.
I'm
we said
Nick,
that.
the fact
Oh,
checker.
Oh,
Robert.
no, we didn't. No, we didn't say
Welcome
who we are.
to my...
Shut up.
Can I do it this time?
No, it's my podcast.
But I want to do it this
It's
time.
my podcast!
I want to do it!
Studies Club podcast.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
by the way, are we changing it to Film Studies Club, or are we just keeping Film Studies Club podcast?
I don't really care.
How about Luigi's Mansion?
Okay, let's do Luigi's Mansion.
No, we're not calling it Luigi's
Why
Mansion.
not?
Okay, Pahul, why don't you do the intro? It's fine.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 17th episode of the Film Studies Club podcast, where we'll be reviewing 3 movies and 1 video game. The 3 movies are Irresistible,
That was 10 minutes of intro.
Get Smart, and My Spy. And it's gonna be the title of this podcast that you're listening to. I think it should be Funny Spy Guy. That's good, right? That's a good Funny Spy Guys.
Funny Spy Guy, and then in parentheses, Steve Carell.
Okay, that sounds good. But that's what I do. That's like the kind of format I use for special guests, so they're gonna think that Steve Carell is.
Yeah, no, we should definitely
That's
do that.
called
Then.
clickbait. We can't do that.
People will
Featuring
think-
Steve Carell.
I feel like we could get Neil deGrasse Tyson in a while, though.
How long though? Okay,
Like if
when we
you-
start up the Instagram account, which by the way, Nick, you really need to go out and make finish
TikToks.
making the... No, not the TikToks. You need to finish making the templates.
Yeah.
You need to do that, bro. I want to start like next week.
Wait, what are we doing?
I'm gonna start like a weekly schedule on the Instagram.
Oh,
so
right,
that,
you
like-
showed me. That sounds dope, dude.
Yeah, I know, dude. Bro.
It's gonna be the same account, though. Right?
Yeah, it'll still be the
Oh,
same
okay.
Instagram account, but like I'll start promoting it on movie pages and stuff.
Nice.
I have some ties to the movie, you know. I can get people to
we
post
can
something on their
get
story.
people on here, dude.
You know what I honestly should have done all along is just made Future Spielberg Film Studies Club because it already had 600 followers built in.
Yeah, that would be pretty dope.
That would have been the best idea.
Yeah.
But
Oh, well.
anyways,
First movie.
our first so we need to figure out the order that we're going to go in first.
How about most spy to least spy?
So my
okay. No, I think Get Smart honestly had more spy.
Yeah,
And
My Spy had barely any.
It had like a few
Computers.
spies in it, but Get Smart is all spy.
Yeah.
You know? I think. What are you
Makes my
looking at,
butthole
Nick?
feel weird.
It's a Google thing where you draw something and then AI tries to guess what you're drawing.
Okay, can you not play
Can you
that?
just
Like,
focus
it's so
on the
distracting.
podcast, Nick? Like seriously,
I'm
what is
literally
wrong with
sitting
you?
here
Why can't we
looking-
just
No,
focus on
I'm
the
completely
No,
ready.
turn your chair more towards us, not half and half.
Yeah, there we
There we
go.
go. Now
Okay.
you're full of...
Okay, so Get Smart is the combination movie. See, what we're going to do when movies start coming out in theaters again, which actually one is coming out on July 10th,
What is it?
Unhinged.
Well, see,
with
you
Russell
see, if
Crowe.
my mom can't let me have sleepovers, I don't know if my mom will let me.
No, I also can't go to the movie theater because I'll have the UCLA thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, but
boomer.
anyways, but when movies start coming out in theaters again, and when that whole deal is happening, the original idea of this podcast was to review movies that were coming out that were new, and we've been doing that a bit. But part of that was going to be we were going to review a combination
Like
movie.
Scoob.
So our combination movie this week is Get Smart because our other movies are Irresistible and My Spy. My Spy is a spy movie. Irresistible is Steve Carell. So we have a Steve Carell spy movie. So we're going to start out with Get Smart this time. So Nick, why don't you tell me about Get Smart?
Well, Robert, Get Smart is an American. Sorry. Here's the storyline. American Maxwell Smart works for a government spy agency in an administrative capacity. When the agency's head office is attacked, the chief decides to assign Maxwell as a spy and partners him with Sexy Agent 99. Much to her
Wait, what?
chagrin.
Well, yeah, she is meant to be the sexy agent.
The duo
It's pretty obvious.
nevertheless set off to combat their attackers by first parachuting off an airplane and landing in Russian territory, followed closely by an over 7-foot tall, 400-pound goon known simply as Dollop. The duo, handicapped by Maxwell's antics, will eventually have their identities compromised and may be chalked up as casualties. While back in America, their attackers have already planted a bomb that is set up to explode in a concert, written by Raju, but like some of the letters are capital like randomly.
Wow.
Like R capital A J capital O O.
It's kind of a cool name.
Anyways, the plot keywords are action heroine, spy, 2000s, male nudity. Actor shares first name with character.
Wait, really? Which actor?
No say.
Does Steve Carell, is his name Steve in the movie?
I think it's Agent 46 or something.
Good versus evil, analyst, terrorist group, undercover, satire, yeah.
Anyways,
Same
okay, so Nick, you didn't watch Get Smart, right?
Nope.
Even though it's on Hulu, and I texted you the day that it was on Hulu, and you still didn't watch it?
Yeah, I saw the text too.
They call me the boomer.
Okay, now, Nick, I want to know your thought process when you saw that text message. What was your thought?
I was like, yeah, I should probably watch that tonight. And then I was like, oh, I'll do it like when just later. And then I kind of forgot to.
All right, so
Yes.
I would think I'll start this one off. You don't need to start. Don't worry, Papa.
Alright.
Did you watch Get Smart?
I watched Get Smart. I was watching it before coming here.
Did you finish it?
Yep.
You did? Okay. Nick, can you stop?
No, I'm listening.
Nick, that's making noises for the podcast. People can hear the computer saying... Anyways, Get Smart, I had heard a bit about before watching it, but I didn't see it in theaters because it came out in 2008. So interestingly enough, this movie is kind of responsible for the popularity of The Office because it was actually like a big success, and people were like, "That Steve Carell guy is funny. I haven't seen him before. What else does he do?" And then they saw The Office.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and actually, it's kind of weird to think that like when this movie was made, Steve Carell wasn't like a big name yet because he's a huge name now. Like everybody knows Steve Carell. Everybody loves Steve Carell. Yeah, I mean, that movie was the main marketing push was Steve Carell. He's on all the posters and stuff. So I was kind of interested to see like what he was like in his early days, and I don't know. I didn't have any expectations going in, and I liked Get Smart. Like, I think it's actually pretty funny in comparison to a lot of the other comedies that are like this. You get a lot of really... What? Nick, this is why we don't want you on that.
Seriously,
Can you just turn it off?
Intelligence against all 6 of my drawings.
I don't care.
No one cares. You care about this stuff. We don't.
Wow. We're really mean to each other when we do 2 in a row. What is the 48-hour podcast going to be like?
God, we're going to be each other's massive.
I'm going to punch you so hard. I've been doing push-ups to prepare for it.
Have you really?
Yeah. You want me to do some right now?
No.
I bet I can do more than you.
I bet I could do more than you.
Do you want to do that right now?
No, he's talking.
Yeah, exactly. It's a perfect time.
Yeah, no, you should do a push-up competition right now. No, do it in here.
There's no space.
Well, I mean, I can do one on the couch and then you can do it right here.
Okay.
And then Robert, you sit right here.
Okay, that's fine.
We're doing wide push-ups, right?
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know how to...
Alright, so they're doing a push-up competition right now, but in the meantime, I will continue to start to talk about Get Smart. I thought it was way funnier than I was expecting it to be. There's like certain side gags in here that are really dumb that reminded me of a lot of other comedy movies like My Spy. But there's a lot of stuff in here that I also thought was like poking fun at the spy genre in a kind of like fresh way. Like, I understand why this movie didn't become forgotten after it came out in 2008. Like, people still talk about it. And I think a lot of that has to do with the chemistry between all of the actors. Steve Carell is really good in this, obviously. I mean, it's the reason that it's kind of the reason that he's as big as he is right now. Anne Hathaway was also really good in this. Yeah, Pahul.
Congratulations, Paul.
Anne Hathaway usually is not very good in movies. I usually don't like her, but in this, I thought that she was funny. She served the role well. Also, a really early Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who was not bald yet. He had hair.
I did not like that.
It was weird.
I didn't like seeing him.
Well, that's a spoiler, so I'm gonna put a timestamp there.
No.
But yeah, my problem with the movie is that it's extremely predictable. Like, from the moment a certain character walks on screen, you know they're going to become the bad guy. Like, you know that's going to happen.
Guy.
Like, from the second he walks on screen, I turned to Ian, who was watching it with me, and I said, he is going to be the bad guy in the end, and I was correct.
How did Ian feel about that? Did he call you a genius?
No, he guessed it too, because it was very obvious.
I didn't see him. I don't know.
It was very obvious for very obvious reasons. Beyond that, I mean, it's forgettable too, I think is my other problem. Like, even though it has, like, lasted and it has become, like, a movie that people talk about, I don't think people really remember any of the jokes in here. I think people are like, oh yeah, that's the funny Steve Carell movie. They don't remember any of the specific plot points or any of the specific jokes because they're not too terribly memorable. It's just like the general mood of the movie is silly, and for that reason it's an entertaining one and it's easy to get through. And I enjoyed it. I liked it more than I thought I would, honestly. Pahul, what did you think of Get Smart? Did you take notes?
Not really.
What do you mean, not really? You did or you didn't? Did you take notes?
I just took the notes about the spoiler.
That's it. That's the only note you took.
This movie was fine. I really didn't pay attention to it. It's like it was playing in the background, and I started doing my essay thingy. So like, But like, I got what was going on, which I guess is good, you know?
It's a very simple movie.
It's a very simple movie,
It's easy to tell what's happening.
So like, I didn't really have to pay attention to it. That's it, that's all I had.
That's it?
Like, genuinely. It kind of reminded me of Threat Level Midnight from The Office.
It really did. No,
like,
I totally
feel like
got
that's
that.
where they got the idea from. And I think it's like an American... I like Johnny English a lot. You know Johnny English? Mr. Bean playing the spy.
Yeah. I know Johnny English.
I like those. I like that kind of funny spy movie over this.
Yeah.
Or like that spy movie specifically over this one. So I feel Johnny English is better than Get Smart.
Yeah, I actually have never seen a Johnny English movie, so I can't
It's
really
good. I like
speak
it.
on that.
I like them.
But this movie did kind of feel like it was stuck between trying to be an actual spy movie and trying to make fun of the spy genre, and it never really dedicated going either way. And I feel like it would have been better if it had. Yeah, you can open.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, I want the pretzels.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a little bit.
Oh, that was the big handful. Ian Blank just came in with the pretzels. Which was
Ian
very
Blank,
kind of
our
him.
health specialist.
Oh, you finally got your breath back, huh?
Guys, we have a fourth guest now. Our health specialist, Ian Blank, who
Oh my
comes on.
god! We should start introducing him in our podcast.
At the beginning?
Yeah.
Or like we can have like a pre-recorded intro that Nick edits in every single time. Since he won't always be here. Are you okay?
I'm hungry because
I wonder how healthy pretzels are.
you okay, big guy?
Wait.
A bog.
Can you call for Ian to come in here? I want him to give a commentary on how healthy pretzels are.
Ian!
What? Right now. He's making sandwiches or something for himself.
I'm making tofu.
And here comes our health specialist,
So here's
Ian
health
Blank.
specialist Ian Blank. Ian, we decided that we want to try to get you on the podcast
Yeah.
every so often
Okay.
because you are a health specialist. Since we are eating pretzels right now, we were wondering how healthy are pretzels?
Let me look at it.
Okay, thank you. Because
Because
they're often seen as like the healthy alternative to like chips and stuff, but are they really?
I wouldn't say these ones necessarily. There's corn syrup in it. There's nothing like necessarily wrong with that, but corn syrup can be kind of iffy for you.
Okay.
But no, but like pretzels are good like if you want something savory and like if you're trying to get off chips, because chips aren't really that good for you.
All
Well,
right.
now you know, folks.
Thank you, Ian Blank. Thank you very much. Health professional.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Anyways, and that is all I have to say about Get Smart. What about you, Paul? Anything else?
Johnny English is better.
We should review Johnny
Yeah,
English.
we should. I didn't know Get Smart was like the common of the two.
Hello? I'd like to order a pizza.
Can you put Ian's weight thing down, please?
It's my phone, what do you mean?
But yeah, Johnny English.
Yeah. Okay, scores. I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10.
You know what? I'm gonna give something 1100 something, like 1150.
Okay. That's like your 6 out of 10 range, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
It's like kind of good.
Yeah, I think. Like, not
Okay.
really kind of good. Like if I got that on the SAT, I wouldn't be happy with myself. But yeah, it's okay.
All right. Did you know? I think that like 1100 is the average for a
American,
for a
Pakistani.
no
8th grader.
no race involved. For
Pakistani's not a race.
Humboldt City. Humboldt College.
What do you think is the average for Stanford or something?
I looked it up. It's like in the 1450s.
Is there any university that has an average of 1600?
average
That's not
SAT
possible.
score? Wait, what is the average SAT score? The average is 1059.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
got higher than that in like 8th grade.
good for you, Nick. You got higher than
Wow.
that on the 8th grade PSAT.
douche.
What's the average SAT score of Stanford, though? Let's check.
Check Harvard too.
And Princeton.
It gives me the two separate scores. So it looks like the highest, it's between 1390 and
16.
1540. So in that range.
Damn.
For Yale, it's between 1460 and 1580.
What about Whoa, that's high. UCLA.
UCLA?
No, MIT. MIT is all smart people.
I'm gonna look up UCLA because that's where I want to go. UCLA. UCLA is between 1220 and what is that? 1450.
But to all the seniors out there listening right now, I don't think we have to take the SAT.
Yeah, I don't think so. Are you doing it?
Yeah.
When are you doing it?
There's one in Anderson. I think it's gonna be want to take it in September.
Okay, and is that confirmed? Like, is that gonna happen?
I think so. Like, up till now. I haven't signed up for it yet, but I've ramped up my studying again. Nick, you should take it with me.
I'm taking it like August. I think.
You signed up?
Yeah.
For
When?
the Anderson one?
I don't know if it's in Anderson, but it's not in Reading.
When is it?
Sometime in August. Why is this
August 29th. That's what the first one is.
Wait, have you been studying for it?
Nah.
It's really close.
Nah.
It's okay. I started studying for mine that was on November 2nd on September 21st. And I did pretty well, I think. I don't want to take it again, though, because it
Yeah,
just
why
seems
would
like a
you?
lot of work.
Yeah.
Well, like, normally I would take it again, because,
But
like...
this year it's weird.
Yeah, this year, I don't think it's going to really matter. It's all going to be about how you look on paper, so essays are going to be really important. Okay, Nick, let's switch, because you need to read some cool facts and also give us a transition sound effect. Unless you want me to do it. Okay, there you go.
I just beat him so hard, you know, he can't even do it.
Yeah, he can barely move,
yeah,
because
he
you did
really
so many
did.
more push-ups than him.
I did 2 more. Give me the pretzels.
Somebody's fat.
Yeah, someone named Bahu is fat as
Robert!
Oh! I've never done that before. I've never slipped. I don't think I have. Have I slipped before?
It's really casual right now, you know?
Yeah, it's a little too casual.
No, I like it being casual, it's fun.
During breaks from filming,
The
Jon
pretzels are like
Stewart and
weed
Steve
right now.
Carell would go to the crowds of locals who gathered to watch and sign autographs, take selfies, and tell jokes.
What was that fact? That's stupid.
Parts of this movie were filmed in Rockmart, GA during the summer of 2019. I just realized I'm reading facts for the wrong movie.
Are you reading facts for Irresistible? Nick, how can you possibly be so dumb?
Anne Hathaway split her shin
Who's that?
Open.
Who's that chap?
on a pole during filming, resulting in 15 stitches. Jesus Christ.
You know, Sylvester Stallone sprained his neck while filming Rambo. One of those.
Steve Carell and BJ Novak did uncredited work for the script. I know BJ Novak.
Oh, he's Ryan from The Office.
Yeah. In fact, I wonder, that probably also helped, like, the Get Smart, the Behold
There were a
BJ
lot of
Novak
people from The
connection.
Office. Like, not
Yeah.
a lot, but like Todd, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That was one. I didn't like
When the project was in
No.
development in 1998, Jim Carrey was attached to the star.
Oh, really? That's
Wait,
pretty
what?
interesting, because you know that this is based on a TV show.
Yeah, I looked it up. I looked up Get Smart, and it was a TV show from 1965, and I was wondering why you were making us watch that.
Well, because it was a combination movie.
Alright, transition sound effect.
All right.
And Johnny English is a
Okay, shh.
Very cool.
Shh, shh, shh.
I'm eating pretzels.
I don't think anyone's listening to our podcast anymore after that. They all shut it off after that happened.
This is too long.
Yeah. Can you cut it off?
So long.
Yeah, how long does it go on for?
Holy crap!
Posted in 2011. and very close to 9/11 too.
What does that have to do with it?
I don't know.
Was
The
it
description
9/10?
says this video was uploaded on an Android phone. Day 3 of coronavirus quarantine have resulted to this.
Alright, so our next movie, we're doing most spy to least spy, so I guess My Spy is our next one.
Yes.
What are you laughing at?
No,
Well, what are you laughing at?
I'm nothing at nothing. A hardened CIA operative finds himself at the mercy of a precocious 9-year-old girl, having been sent undercover to surveil her family.
Alright, Nick, why don't you start off this one?
You know, I thought this movie, I said this to Robert already, but I thought this movie was very similar to Pacifier, in which it's... The only selling point of this movie is that it's a family movie, and I think that's the only way this movie can...
Can you stop?
Nope. Go on.
This is the type of movie you're gonna see at like a $5 bin at Walmart, and while you're on like while you're like in a tourist country or whatever, and you're like, this looks good, and then you take it home into the trailer and then you watch it for like 2 minutes and you turn it off.
You say that like you have experience with.
You do. I knew it.
Wait, what movies?
I don't know.
But you do go trailer camping with your family quite a bit.
It's so
Exactly.
like trailer camping is just so
sucks.
mind blowing.
Wait, okay.
Stupid.
What sucks about it?
It's just so boring. You're sitting in a trailer watching garbage like movies, and most of the time it's not even like a campsite. It's just a parking lot for a bunch of trailers. It's disgusting, and I don't know why the hell we do it.
That's so stupid.
I know.
At least go to like Yellowstone or something where it's like nice, like Critter Lake.
And I hate it.
Why go to an RV park? Like, it's just so mind-numbingly stupid.
Well, sometimes my mom like had to live there because it was close to work, and so she stayed there. And then we visited her every so often. So that was sometimes why. But then sometimes we would just go out in a trailer in the middle. Like, why? It's so dumb.
Honestly, that sounds fun.
Robert.
What?
It's living in a trailer, dude.
I would love to live in a trailer with your family for like a week.
No, you wouldn't.
That would be so cool.
One bathroom.
Yeah.
So Nick, you're gonna. Oh yeah, you've been talking about it. Can you talk more about this movie?
It's not funny. It's not. It's not good. It's just not good. Like I'm not gonna fault this movie or whatever. Okay, no, I am gonna fault this movie. It's like, oh, it can stay in its lane or whatever. It can do whatever it wants. It doesn't really take itself seriously, but sometimes it does. Sure, this movie stays in its lane. It knows it's a bad movie, but is that really enough to clarify, or I mean, to justify that it's a bad movie? If it's a bad movie and you're like, haha, we're a bad movie, that doesn't make it any less of a bad movie.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
That was emotionally fueled. Nick, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You need to step out for a second?
Nah.
You want to burp? You want to fart? You want to do something?
Well, join the CIA and then form a bonding relationship with a 9-year-old girl and also her mother.
What?
That's the plot of the movie.
Oh. I just heard you joining CIA and forming a bond with a 9-year-old girl, and it kind of freaked me out. Actually, the plot of this movie is really creepy.
Okay, no.
Yeah, if you
think
think about it.
That.
No, think about it. It's a guy who works for the CIA, so he moves into a woman's house without her knowing, stalks her, and then the 9-year-old finds out, so then they go to the skating rink, and suddenly there's like Stockholm Syndrome, and suddenly they become friends and everything. You okay, Nick?
This movie's weird.
Pretty weird, champ.
Wait, do I talk now?
Hey, Robert, what time do I get picked
Okay.
up?
I don't know, whenever this is over.
Okay.
I'll say 3:30.
3:30. I'll say 3:32.
Why are you saying 2 minutes after Nick leaves?
No, 3:30 TOO.
Ah, thank you for clarifying. Can you speak now about the movie?
Yeah,
Okay, product placement at 4:46.
Oh my god, I wrote that down too!
For
I wrote notes!
9:55 for Alexa.
Look at it!
Doritos
Look at
again,
that! Look at it!
And then 1:22:45 Waze. And
Product placement on Doritos at 4.5 minutes in.
Dude,
You guys were
it
really
was so
focusing on the
clear
product
though. It was
placement.
so like
I know!
red
I even
packet
took a
Doritos.
picture!
It was insane.
Look at it!
Why are you screaming so loud? Oh my god.
There's a lot of product placement and it's so
Russian pop songs that are American, funny Indiana Jones reference, Fortnite dances, and Cardi B music. That's all I know.
Oh, Fortnite dances. There was a lot on Cardi B.
There were quite a few Fortnite dances in this.
Yeah, they played like American pop music, but it's just Russian, like as if they play that in Russia.
I think it was like some copyright thing or something.
I think it was supposed to be like funny. Like,
Yeah, no, it was
he was
supposed to
in
be
Russia
funny.
and he couldn't get away from American music.
It was stupid. The movie was stupid at 12:24 because the girls in front of her took a picture of her and posted it on Instagram because she had jelly on her face.
Oh,
like
dear.
that's what adults think cyberbullying is.
Oh, also, how about the fact that she was like, my mom doesn't want me posting pictures online because she doesn't want me to get cyberbullied. And the girls say, who would cyberbully you? Like there has to be special qualifications for somebody getting cyberbullied.
It's so stupid. I didn't get the cuss words, like it's a kids movie, but like I guess it's like a 12-year-old.
Doesn't it have a PG-13 rating? Fact checker.
Because it's like they play on the Fortnite and the Cardi B and whatever, and they also do the cuss words. So I think it's 12-year-olds that this movie was doing it to. I don't know. That was weird.
PG-13.
That's weird.
And okay, before something else happened later in the movie, I was really pissed off at the stereotypical version of what people think gay people are. Like, they're all girly and stuff. It's like they had to replace this sexist caricature of women after the whole Me Too thing, and the only way they could get the feminine jokes in or whatever is through gay guys, and that was really screwed up. And I've seen it in a lot of other movies.
Me too.
And this movie felt like CIA propaganda.
You should write an essay on that.
Oh, I should, maybe, yeah. Huh.
I'm gonna write an essay on Hamilton, and if it's like a bad, if it romanticizes founding fathers in a bad way.
That makes sense, yeah. Because, according to the play, if the play were, historically as realistic as possible, David Diggs would have a lot of slaves.
So would Hamilton.
Yeah, and so would George Washington.
And so would everybody in the show.
What else?
I think you'd be Robert, because you're white. You think you'd be racist if you were living in like the 1780s?
Me?
Yeah.
I have no clue. I can't fathom that.
I think I would, just because like it's just like the social thing to be racist. Like,
no, I see it.
No,
Because society
I
molds you like that.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, you have no way of knowing what you would be like in the 1780s.
suppose.
Like, maybe you would see it as a bad thing, but decide to do nothing about it. Or maybe,
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like, it's so weird because they probably saw people who wanted to abolish slavery as, like, how we see, I don't know, like...
Antifa,
or, like, I don't know.
Oh my god.
Like the classic thing of the feminists with the purple hair or whatever. That's probably how they saw abolitionists.
Fourth
back
wave
then.
feminists is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, fourth wave feminists.
No, third wave. There's no fourth wave.
Oh yeah, I said third wave. Sorry, yeah.
Where are you going, Nick?
I'm getting pizza.
Oh, me too.
No, guys, we cannot leave the podcast. Stop it. Timestamp.
Oh my god, there's ranch!
Actually, I decided I'm going to keep on talking because I need to review My Spy myself. I thought My Spy was okay. I don't think it's a great movie. I think it definitely feels like a kid's movie. The difference between My Spy and Get Smart to me, because I actually think that structurally and thematically and tonally they're very similar movies, is that in My Spy, the relationships felt very stilted, and also the movie did not make fun of itself enough. And that's something I give Get Smart credit, is that I think it ended up being funny because the actors really jived well with each other, and at the same time, it was also incredibly, like, poking fun at the whole spy trope and genre. And the thing is, My Spy tries to be an entirely, like... definitely involved. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's not really ever parodying the spy genre, and it's never really making fun of spy genre tropes. It just makes fun of CIA people and stuff like that. And honestly, nothing with the movie really jived with me on that level. I think the comedy is also really weird because this movie, despite its PG-13 rating, is geared towards younger kids. And I don't know why it has a PG-13 rating. Like, I don't know who thought that was a good idea. This movie was also put through production hell because it got pushed back a bunch of times, and it was going to come out on April 17th, and then the whole coronavirus pandemic happened, so movie theaters weren't open, so they just decided to throw it on Amazon Prime. That was probably the best place for it because I don't really see, anybody going out and seeing this movie. I see it bombing in the box office because... kids probably the parents of the kids would see it, that it has a PG-13 rating and not take them to see it, and then 13-year-olds would think that this movie is for little kids and not for them. So it was just kind of a weird dynamic that never really fit, and I think that kind of fits for the whole movie. I think it's a movie that's constantly trying to appeal to kids and adults at the same time, and in doing so, it just kind of feels like weird. Also, Dave Bautista, I just don't know if he's a leading man. Like, I don't think that he really led this movie as well as he possibly could have. I think the supporting cast often had to hold up the scenes around him. Yeah, and I just didn't really get a whole lot out of My Spy. I don't regret watching it. It makes sense that it was dropped on Amazon Prime instead of being dropped.
My piss is so
Are you? Nick! You know, I was having a great time reviewing this movie on my own. Like, I was actually saying things that I think were reasonable for once, and then Nick came in and said that. I don't get it. How am I supposed to...
I think I'll have a reasonable discussion with you.
Okay.
You know what I didn't like? Cookie cutter character development. Like, the moment you saw the first scenes of the movie, you know how the characters are going to end up. Like, the little girl's going to get friends, the big guy's going to get good at CIA or whatever, and the tech nerd's going to be, like, the girl who saves the day and stuff, which she did with the grenades or whatever. And also, one other thing that annoyed me is 1 million hits on YouTube. Who says that anymore?
Yeah, no, nobody says hits on anything. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
And they used to do that in, like, the 2000s, I didn't get it. Like, people didn't really know what YouTube was back then. But now it's everywhere, you know?
Yeah. Also, what I was going to say about character development, there is a twist in here with two characters that I genuinely did not see coming. That were, like, otherwise... like, two characters towards the end of the movie. That were otherwise...
You don't have to tell me that.
Okay, this is a spoiler alert. But when the two gay guys were revealed to be...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I
That's
thought...
why I was pissed off about the stereotypical gay guys. But then I had to take it back because they made it different or something.
Right, they kind of made it... Well, even then, they still were gay people, so they were going for that stereotype. But I thought that was genuinely a good twist. Like, I did not see that coming. And something this movie does do well is representation. Like, you have gay couples, you have interracial couples, like...
That's true.
And you have women being, you know, tough as well as men.
And like I said, it's important for kids because they're impressionable.
Right, exactly. So, like, it does positive things. I just didn't end up liking the movie. I didn't think it was funny, and I was kind of bored watching it. But yeah, that's all I really had to say about it. I think we need to give our ratings, but Nick isn't in here, and he also isn't in here to do the transition sound effect and facts, so I really don't know what we're supposed to do right now.
I'll give my rating.
Okay, what's your rating?
1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give it like... I'll give it 4 out of 10.
What's the girl's name? The voice actor girl?
Kristen Shaw?
She's a fantastic voice actor. One of my favorites. But she's not a good actor.
Well, she didn't have a great script to work with, to be entirely fair.
That's true, but... It's true.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10.
A 5 out of 10. Okay. Nick, we need facts and a transition sound effect.
Well, I can provide you with them.
Alright.
Both of those. The balcony scene is a reference to Spy Game in 2003, which in turn is likely a reference to a training technique done in Mossad, the Israeli intelligence agency.
What's fun? Israel is fun.
Dave Bautista and Ken Jeong also appeared in Avengers Endgame.
That's fun. Hey, is this guy Drax?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
The viral video posted showing JJ and Kate dancing reference to him as Hulk and her as Meghan Markle. Parissa did play Meghan in the made-for-TV film Harry and Meghan: A Royal Romance, 2018.
That's weird.
Okay, here's the.
Can we get a transition sound effect?
Of course we can.
What was that?
Loud as forever, as loud as hell.
So is the theme of this that we're going to be using fart sound effects for everything?
Burp and fart. That's the episode.
No, the burp was the last episode.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. So our next movie is Irresistible. Nick, what in God's green earth is this movie about?
Well, I'm on trivia. Hold on. Because...
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I can wash my hands.
Okay.
Oh, the fucking from in blank.
How much tofu do you want? There's 10 pieces. I cut the block into 10 pieces.
Just give me half.
Okay.
Okay. Timestamp because you're gonna edit that stuff out. It's terrible.
A democratic strategist helps
Can you finish swallowing before you start talking? That's
a
disgusting.
retired veteran run for mayor in a small conservative Midwest town.
Yeah, that's pretty good sum up of this movie. Pahul isn't in here, and I want him to start. I wonder if that's the reason he left, so that he would... Are you serious? How many times are you guys just gonna come in and out of the room during this podcast episode? I'm talking to myself. I'm going insane. How many... Okay, I don't know how to keep you guys entertained during this difficult time. Thankfully, Nick just came back, but we're still waiting on Pahul. Pahul, what were your thoughts on Irresistible?
The movie was pretty irresistible.
Okay, let me pull up my notes. Product placement at 1340. Ford Explorer commercial. And what else? I don't know. I know that people don't like Vice and like political funny kind of movies, but I really do for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's just my thing. So like, I liked Vice. I honestly didn't get the criticism behind it, and I kind of like Bombshell too. And Bombshell wasn't really funny.
No, it wasn't.
But like political kind of movies, I don't know.
Vice was nominated for Best Picture.
But like there was something
by the
similar.
way.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So it wasn't really hated on.
But
I didn't think it was a great movie.
what's
I thought
similar
it was too
between
scattered.
Vice and Bombshell? There's something similar because there's
No, I
something
know what
similar
you're
in
saying.
there.
It's like the political, fast-paced type movie.
That's what I'm going. You know,
Yeah.
not funny, fast paced, and
Entertaining, like
yeah,
ultra
entertaining. Yeah, and Irresistible was that too, and I liked it. You know, I mean, I dug it.
Teach me how to dug it.
Pahul, there has to be something else you could say about this movie.
I don't really remember the movie, dude. I find the twist at the end clever. Not clever, but like
I thought
nice. And I thought it had a good message because I do agree there's too much money spending in elections.
lobbyism.
Yeah, that ain't cool. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Irresistible. I don't know. This movie, it felt very much like it wanted to be like a super woke, like, see, this is the problem with America. Why don't you guys just open your eyes? But it was kind of stupid. Like, you can't have stupid comedy and try to be a smart movie, is how I feel. You know?
Uh-huh.
And I felt like a lot of the comedy in this movie, it felt similar to some of the Schitt's Creek comedy. Where it's like, look how stupid these people in this town are.
Yeah,
like, look how
that's
dumb they
what
are.
It was.
But
yeah.
I didn't like that for a movie that was trying to be smart and make a political statement.
Yeah.
And I get the idea that it was trying to make you like understand the town from Steve Carell's perspective, but I don't know. It just ended up making like a really confusing message.
But I liked how like I agree with you. That was kind of annoying to me too. Like how they were portraying like, you know, these rural folk as like these, you know, uncultured or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the end they do the whole like, you know, they were actually like they were doing something completely else.
Right.
You know?
And the twist I thought was interesting because it was unpredictable. Like it wasn't something that you could see coming.
I didn't see it coming.
It just, I don't know. It was such a sudden change that I wasn't fully on board yet. And looking back on it, like I think it's a nice twist. Like it did kind of, it came out of nowhere and it did help further the message. It's just, if you're going to have a twist like that, don't change the whole message of the movie. Like twists should be there to change the dramatic conflict of the story, not the message. If you change the message suddenly, then it's like, oh, why did I spend an hour and a half listening to people talk about the other message of the movie? Mm-hmm. Which was like the whole Democrat versus Republican bad type thing. And I don't know, like, Steve Carell in this too, I love Steve Carell in everything. I thought he was kind of boring in this. Like, it wasn't that he was phoning it in, I just thought that he was playing an uninteresting character. Mm-hmm. And I felt like a lot of these characters, they had single personality types, and even then, their personality didn't come through much.
Yeah, and I thought there would be some character development. Like, you'd be like, oh, you know what? Maybe this town ain't so bad after all, but, like, there was nothing like that.
Yeah.
He was still frustrated at the end.
It got repetitive, too.
Yeah.
Like, even though they do bring in... They help heighten the conflict with, like, more pressure on Steve Carell with the campaign, and it's becoming, like, a big thing. But that did nothing for me to the other people in the town, and I wanted to know a little bit about them. Honestly, if you want funny entertainment revolving around a dumb Republican town, just watch Schitt's Creek. Like, I think that's a lot better.
Sometimes, like, this movie wasn't biased. It was portraying both.
Is there something wrong with this?
I mean, it's my water, and I spat chicken juice in it. I mean...
No, you didn't.
Yeah, well, I was trying to...
You're trying to get me to stop drinking it, but I
true.
finished it.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, they were portraying both parties, Democrats and Republicans, as, like, to some extent as to what they are, you know? They're both corrupt.
Yeah.
You know? Like, even though the Democrats... I don't want to get too political here, but they do tend to portray themselves as the good guys in a lot of Hollywood movies, I feel like.
Because a lot of Hollywood is Democrat.
Yeah. But in this movie, they were both portrayed as what they are. You know, they're both pursuing an agenda, and they won't stop at anything to do it.
It doesn't matter what actually helps.
And it portrays like all the partisan stuff that's going on in American politics. So much so that, like, in the end, a town benefited so much because of the hatred between two parties.
And I think and the movie taps a little bit into the fact that, like, there's so much hatred between the two parties, even though they're not that different in the first place. And I wish there was more of that.
Yeah, that would have made this movie good. And I think they were hinting at that, but they didn't really get into it.
Right.
That was kind of bad, but...
Yeah, overall, also the ending was terrible. Like...
Oh, yeah, like, that wasn't
It was
bad.
just dumb. Like, it felt like Vice. It felt like the Vice, remember? In Vice, when, like, halfway through the movie, there's, like, the credits start rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I'm not the biggest fan of this movie. I'm going to give it a... Wait, what did I give it on Letterboxd? That usually helps me figure out.
I'm going to give it a 1200.
That's pretty high. That's higher than I expected.
I was still entertained by it. I mean, that's all I see. Most of the time, that's what I'm seeing from a movie.
What did I... Crap. I didn't even log this movie, did I? I don't know. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. I think it's okay. Like, it's just very forgettable. All right. Now we are on to...
Hey.
Just kidding!
Hey!
Partially inspired by the 2017 special election for Georgia's 6th congressional district, where the Democratic and Republican parties and groups supported and spent more than $55 million combined, the most expensive House congressional election in the U.S. history.
Is that it? Is that all you got?
Yeah, the other two are already read already.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, wait, was it like Steve Carell would go around the town and like?
Yeah.
What did he do?
He went to the crowds of people watching the film.
That's interesting.
Anyways, here's our health expert.
Health expert Ian Blank just dropped in some. This is jasmine rice with tofu with nutrition
Teriyaki
yeast.
tofu.
Brown rice and teriyaki.
Oh, and there's beans and carrots underneath.
Don't.
She looks really good. Thank you, Ian.
No problem.
Anyways.
Transition. Oh wait.
Yeah, we need a
I need
transition.
to find one. I can't just do another fart.
A burp fart.
This is what the long podcast is going to be like. Like, I think we're kind of getting a taste of it.
I don't mind it.
It's
It's
kind
pretty
of
chill.
fun. What are you looking up? You should have had this already pre-prepared instead of just sitting over there doing nothing. Or running in and out of here for some reason.
While we wait for Nick, let's ask Robert Burke how his
Have
food is.
unexpected bills or medical expenses? An upcoming wedding you
Please,
need to
it's
pay
an ad,
for?
Nick.
Or
We can't
maybe
have ads
it's
in the
finally
podcast.
time for that dream vacation.
Thank you.
What were you going to ask me?
How's your food?
It's actually pretty good. I like the teriyaki sauce on the tofu. And usually tofu is in like little squares, so having it is...
Now, if you had to guess what vehicle that was, what would you guess?
It's probably someone farting.
No. Well, actually, it isn't a vehicle at all. It's really a guy. He's not farting, though.
What? How is he making that noise?
Where's his mouth?
How you doing this evening? I'm John McVicker.
Okay, that's enough. Stop it. Okay,
Sick McVick.
now we are on to the next part of our podcast, which is our mobile game. Do you remember what it is?
Yes, it's Farmers Simulator.
Oh yeah, okay. So Pahul, what is the plot synopsis for Farming Simulator 16?
All right, okay.
On your left.
From the dawn of civilization to 2020, farming has seen a lot of improvements over the ages. We started by accidentally planting a few seeds in the ground and harvesting those crops, to now operating tractors and combine combine big machines that help harvest crops and stuff. And this this game revolves around that, and you're a little guy, and you have your own farm. I haven't really played this game. I think you have a small farm and you get up to a big farm. Is that what the point of the game is?
I don't know. I didn't play that much of it either.
I played like the first 10 seconds of it. It was literally just driving in a straight line and like watching crops go bye-bye, and I was so bored I had to delete it.
Yeah, trust me, it doesn't get any better from there. I hated Farming Simulator 16.
I can't believe that people actually buy it so much.
Yeah.
That there's a new one every year. Farming Simulator 16, 17, 18, 19, and now 20. And they're gonna come out with a 21.
How? Like, what can you renovate about this game? I guess
The
it's
graphics,
like
I guess.
it's like the NBA and like the
Yeah,
FIFA
that's
games. Like they're the same game every year, but
Uh-huh.
people just can't stop buying them, can't stop digging them. Yeah, I got really bored with this like really quickly. I picked up all of the agriculture, and then I brought it to the little place, and then I like dumped it off. And then it was like, all right, you're done with the tutorial. And I said, this game is so boring. So I just left. Like, I don't know. Maybe it gets more exciting, but planting crops and picking them up, like, oh my god. Like, how do you make a video game out of that? And how do people enjoy it? It was just not good.
Yeah.
Nick?
You know,
Something Minecraft.
Nick is drinking water now. He said, and then started drinking water. And now he's going to speak his truth.
This game, I think, it's kind of revolutionary in a way.
Okay, how so?
It's a boring game, but that's what's revolutionary about it.
Okay, how so?
Games are supposed to entertain, and one guy said, "But what if they didn't?" And then he made Farming Simulator.
And why is that a good thing?
Well, Robert, sometimes you gotta go against the grain, and then this is...
I like Truck Simulator a lot.
Truck Simulator's really boring.
American Truck Simulator, I find it kind of fun sometimes.
It's really boring.
Sometimes it's kind of fun.
But the majority of the time, it's
Majority
really
of the time it's
boring.
boring, and I want it to end, but sometimes it's fun.
Sounds like you guys need a transition sound effect.
Well, no, we need to give our scores
7 out of
first.
10.
Are you serious?
7 out of 10 is really high.
Yeah, it's really high for this
Too
garbage game. I'm giving it a 3.
900.
I'm giving it a 3. Oh, we've agreed with scores like so much today. It's kind of weird. What are you playing right now?
Football. Soccer.
Okay,
It's gonna be next week's game, guys. I mean, next
sounds like you guys
episode's
need
game.
a sound effect.
we do need a transition sound effect, Nick. That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Wait, so how far are we into the... Oh, sorry, Nick. Go on.
Yeehaw!
Was that Owen Wilson?
That was Steve Carell.
That was just some guy.
It sounded like Owen
Right.
Wilson.
It's only
an hour
Steve
in.
Carell.
Can we please do Reddit?
Yeah, no.
Reddit
We definitely we have time this time around.
How
to
far
do
are we
some-
into the
An
podcast?
hour.
Okay.
Okay, I have 11%. Let's do this quick.
Okay.
I have phone too. What's the Reddit thing called?
R// would you rather? Just find funny ones. Okay,
I like Would You Rather questions. This should be entertaining.
Would you? Wow, that's
A lot of these are very inappropriate.
Okay, we'll find one. that is-
controversial of all time.
Can we get a non
Oh my god!
inappropriate one?
These are awful!
Oh god, that's disgusting.
Can I say this one even though it includes a very sensitive... I'm not saying it, never mind.
Okay, thank you.
Oh god, that's a good one, but I don't know, dude.
What?
Would you rather have a penis site? Would you rather? No. Would you rather have penis? Would you rather have?
I just got one across that one!
Okay, timestamp, Nick. Wait, we're not.
Okay.
Oh god, that's such a screwed up one. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I have one. Would you rather let out a loud stinky fart every 45 seconds, or let out a silent yet stinky burp every 23 seconds?
I definitely do the stinky burp because you can especially because it's quiet, you can hide it. You can just put your hand over your mouth and go. Even though you'd be doing it a lot, you can still hide it.
Would you rather have 3 kids and no money, or no kids and 3 money?
Oh god, that's disgusting. Not your question, but some of these are disgusting. I'm gonna do top of all time.
Would you rather drink water or drink vomit?
What do people say?
Are you drunk?
Drink water. This is the person who posted it. Drink water. If I drink vomit, I will die. And a million exclamation marks.
Sounds like a really great subreddit, guys. Can we get hard questions that we answer?
These suck. I'm gonna just go to Ask Reddit.
This is so bad. Oh my god.
We could also just do a random question generator because those always work.
Yeah, I like those ones. Oh
Yeah.
god. I want to read this one though.
What?
Would you rather kill a baby seal or listen to an entire Seal album?
Oh god. Can you just look up random question generator, Nick? I don't think we're gonna get anywhere.
Would you rather have the Aladdin news or the Aladdin news? What kind of question is that?
Yeah, what does that mean? Nick, can you please?
Would you rather bee or wasp?
Would you rather bee or wasp? I would rather get stung by a bee because then they die afterwards.
I really good. Yeah. No, I don't want a bee to die.
Well,
B.
yeah, the wasp would come back and sting you and bite you multiple times.
We need to talk about these questions after the podcast because, oh my god, some of these are really good.
Okay,
Some
but
of these are disgusting.
Can we just pull up some family friendly
I'm
questions?
sure this is the most boring segment of the podcast ever because it's just us looking at our phones and laughing.
Yeah, can you please look up a random question generator?
Look it up on the MacBook.
Yeah, Nick, I'm looking at you. Look it up.
Look it up. Random questions. Not on Reddit.
Okay, my phone's gonna die.
How many people do you think are lost at sea right now? Still alive, obviously.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
weird to think about.
Probably 10. At
Maybe a little
least.
less than that. What do you think of tattoos? Do you have any?
I don't have any tattoos.
We already answered this one.
I don't like tattoos.
I like tattoos. I think they can look really good if it's a sleeve or something like that.
Maybe, but tattoos.
Is it
are
possible
out of style.
for a human to fathom the true depths of reality and existence? Well, can you?
That sounds like
do
a big
these? I
question.
don't feel like trying right now.
Oh my god. This is a disaster.
Hello, podcast people.
Robert's stomach's been out this entire time.
Next question. What's the most boring superhero you can come up with?
Oh, this is a really good one. Oh, I got
Man.
one. Clockman. He tells you the time whenever you need it.
Yeah.
No, come on, Paul.
What
Paul. Come on. What's a useless superhero?
A superhero who, superhero who stands there next to your bed,
Mm-hmm.
and then whenever you're about to sleep, they take the charger and they plug your phone in the charger thing. That's Charge Man or something.
That would be kind of useful though, because
well, you can just do it yourself, you
A
know.
superhero that can hiccup on command.
How about a superhero like a burp on command? Oh wait, his name is Nicholas Mana.
I'm sitting right here.
Okay, what's the next question?
What mistake do you keep making again and again?
That's a really tough question. Wow.
I don't make mistakes.
What are the 3 best apps?
Why do you keep on?
You're really bad at it.
We have to answer the question first. You realize that, right?
Oh, I thought we were just like going. Okay.
What was that question again?
What mistake do you keep making again and again?
Recording this podcast every week.
Seriously?
Yeah. Serious.
Procrastination.
I keep on overworking myself, I think. That's my problem. What about you, Paul?
I'm just too nice.
Screw you.
That's what I'd say if I was in an interview.
Oh, that's a good one. No, I work too hard, you know.
I care too much?
So
Yeah.
much.
I think my biggest problem is that I work too much, you know? I work too hard at what I do.
I always put my work life in front of my love life.
I always overthink things, you know? And I always try to consider everything from everyone's point of view.
broke up with my girlfriend because I wanted to work overtime.
Oh, what mistake do you keep on making that you regret?
There's one. I something, but I forgot. And once you turn the printer on, that's not cool.
Can you elaborate?
I don't remember. Like, that's a hard. I can't think of anything. I know. I go into the bathroom. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna poop for like 10 minutes, and
It's a being an hour.
yeah.
Where
poop too
am
much.
I?
What?
This feels so unreal.
You're in Anaheim?
That's exactly what I said. Okay.
What are
Next
the
question?
3 best apps on your phone?
That's a really bad question. Let's go. I'll look through.
I'll just go to this
simulator,
screen
gorilla,
time.
flying gorilla, and Gorilla Simulator 2.
According to Screen Time, it's Reddit.
I'm addicted to settings.
It's a really good meme. Let me try to find it.
Whoa, pizza.
Well, look at my daily average is like steps.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's
550.
really nice.
Mine is mine's 4.8.
It's gonna be down because I'll be on the UCLA camp.
True that.
Wait! Shut up! Stop it! I need to look up mine.
Oh, this is a really good one.
How do I see the app?
Oh, this is such a good one.
How do I see the app? Oh, wait. Okay. According to, for this week, it's books, Ball Blast, and Instagram.
What are you reading?
I read my textbook for UCLA.
Oh, gotcha.
So 10 hours and 37 minutes in books, 6 hours and 18 minutes in Ball Blast, and 6 hours and 3 minutes on Instagram. That is insane to me. How do I play Ball Blast so much?
Not even fun.
Oh, I have one.
Genuinely, I
one.
feel like I just sit down and play it for like a few minutes and then get up. Do I play it for like an hour without realizing it?
Oh, that's happened to me before.
Ugh.
If you were a dictator of a small island nation, what crazy dictator stuff would you do?
Ooh,
Well, I think I'd listen to the people and then like assume.
Shut up! What's something fun you would do as a dictator?
Didn't let me finish.
It was gonna end in a funny way, like you'd shoot them.
I listen to the people at first, but then soon enough, everyone has different needs, and I can't attend to all of them. So that eventually, I become what's it called? Gosh, what's it called? Why am I forgetting?
I'll take a poop in
monarch?
everyone's bed.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Sure,
That's
a monarch.
funny, right?
I assume all the power, and if anyone defies me, then I kill them.
Well, that's a dictator. You're already a dictator. They don't...
Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Hold on.
Oh my god,
Okay,
it's
if-
like talking to a monkey or something.
If I were a dictator, I would mandate, like, spending a certain amount of time in the sauna every week. Like, a really hot sauna.
Saunas are kind of fun.
No, but, like, imagine a sauna where it's, like, 110 degrees.
Honestly, that
and
sounds
you have to
a
go
lot
in there, like, 1 hour a day.
I don't want to burst your bubble, but that sounds a lot like something that happened in the 40s, in the 1940s in World War II, in a certain country in Europe.
No, it would be all people, regardless of race. They just have to sit in the sauna for an hour
So
and, like,
just torturing people.
burn.
I'll have a, you know, like those games, Kick the Buddy?
Yeah.
It'll
That
be
was-
kick the buddy in
with
real
the-
life.
with the person.
What's wrong with you people?
So you just like put a chainsaw through them, but they'd actually chop in half instead of.
Oh, that's not fun.
Yeah, exactly. They would die. They wouldn't
If
survive.
I were a
like Genghis
dictator,
Khan.
I would turn my island into a zero emission zone, like no carbon emissions and stuff.
You'd fail so quickly.
You know what I would do? I'd kill all animals on the island so that everybody has to eat plants.
I'd poop in their beds.
You said that already.
I don't wanna say it again.
stop me.
Okay,
Poop in
how
my
many more questions should we do?
I don't know. What is something that everyone looks stupid doing? Dabbing, flossing, TikToking,
Putting on socks.
recording podcasts.
Yeah, we look really stupid
Yeah,
right now.
I'm looking really stupid right now, I bet. What have you recently become obsessed with?
That's a good question. Ball Blast,
Ew.
clearly, by my 6 hours and 18 minutes that I spent on it.
Writer.
Bed Wars, 100%. I literally cannot stop playing.
You've always been obsessed with Bed Wars.
That's not true.
Yes, you have.
Okay, Robert.
What have I become obsessed with recently?
Film.
Making my friends.
I've always
smile.
been obsessed with film.
No. Life of Pi. That's how the story goes.
Creeks. I really like creeks recently. Like, I've been going to quite a few creeks with Bicolai Nelikov.
What about the creek in the back?
But, like, the other creeks that he takes me to, they're so cool. And, like, I don't know. I just like water recently. It's very
Water's
common.
pretty cool. Water's dope.
Someone's aqua.
Marine.
Green.
What is the best... We've done this one before. Okay,
What?
never mind. What is the best place to take a date? We've definitely done this
Your
one.
mama's.
Yeah, that's what you said last.
We should compare those two clips of audio. Okay, what's next? Come on, Paul. We've clearly already done this one.
How was Bahul doing? Like, what if I just said that?
What?
Oh, if it was decided that all countries would be abolished and the entire Earth would be one unified political body, what would be the capital? Never mind. I didn't really.
Okay, no, this one's good.
What would
I
be
feel
the
like-
capital city of Earth? What would its flag and anthem be?
Okay, flag and anthem is really stupid.
Flag, I think it'll be the American flag, and anthem, I think it'll be the Star Spangled Banner because it's July 4th, and the capital will be Washington D.C.
Okay, realistically, I think the capital would be Greenwich because that's where like all the time zones are based on.
That makes sense.
But
But
if everything's unified, wouldn't the capital just be the middle of Earth?
or what about the moon? The capital would be the moon because like moon.
No, that's so stupid!
Because, like, moon.
The capital of the Earth is the moon.
Yeah, that makes sense. Kinda. Like a like I don't know. Like I don't know what. Like
Maybe it would be
the middle of the
Mama's
desert.
house.
That'd be pretty dope, though. That'd be pretty dope. 2697 Cumberland Drive,
Dude.
capital of the world.
Timestamp.
Yeah,
Unless you literally
timestamp.
don't care that you
Nah, I
release your
care.
address.
What's the best type of cheese? Cheese.
Timestamp!
You're using the computer.
I don't know. I don't really eat cheese anymore.
Why am I doing your work?
I really liked. You know what I really liked? You know, like the super sharp cheddar, like the cheddar that would like
Munster cheese.
hurt to eat because it was so sharp.
Mm-hmm.
I loved eating that and then drinking like milk or something.
Munster cheese is my favorite.
My favorite cheese is pizza cheese.
That's different. That's the worst thing I've ever heard. Pizza cheese.
Nope.
Pizza these cheese.
Nope.
Hey, Pahoy, you like fitness?
Nope.
Does your mom make okay?
What is the most interesting game concept you can come up with? Oh, I have one. So you start as an FPS soldier thing, right? And you're like, that's level 1. And then as you level up, you gain control of more soldiers. And then eventually you end up like becoming like the highest level possible is you controlling the country. That's
I'm
pretty dope.
tuning you out so hard right now.
It's like Heroes and Generals.
I think an interesting game
It's
concept.
Ball Blast 2.
Okay, Ball Blast 2 would be kind of sick. I would love to see. I want to make Parasite the video game, like the movie Parasite, but it's a video game version of it.
Oh, but like movie video games suck.
Not all of
true,
them.
that's not true.
You know what? I think it would
Which
be
one?
hilarious if we take artistic movies and make them into video games, like Marriage Story. Could
Or
you imagine
Hereditary.
Ratatouille.
What would be the funniest movie to be a video game?
Titanic. It's
That's already it's already.
It's on
Five
Roblox.
Bloods.
No, that one would make that. I could see Five Bloods being like a Lego game. Like actually. No, I see that with like them like going out.
Lego to take on these intense topics.
What movie would
The Green Book. It's like American Truck Simulator, but it's like in
How about like
Moonlight.
no? Okay, the Vast of Night could actually be.
Chair.
Okay, Shirley as a video game would be terrible.
No, you have to write stuff.
Nobody writes in video games. There's no writing video games. What one?
What about a documentary?
A documentary video game?
Oh, that sounds dope though.
It's an untapped market.
Like
Markiplier.
You're a cameraman and you need to uncover like some like a corrupt president or something. You have to go around and shooting stuff.
Yeah, it's called Untitled Goose Game.
No, it's not. Nick, why don't you tell them about the game that you're making right now?
I have not been working on it at all recently.
What do you work on? You don't work on anything.
Oh, you should have been procrastinating, but I just work.
Procrastinating for what? Like, what are your
schoolwork?
Oh, that makes sense.
He also has been watching a lot of BoJack Horseman.
Really?
I'm on episode I think 11 of season 6.
Oh wow, so you're far. Like season 6 is the last one, right?
Yeah, no. The next episode we can probably review Breaking Bad and BoJack.
That sounds dope.
Sounds.
And then one movie. And that movie should be.
It'll probably be
Ratatouille.
No, it'll
Ratatouille. Can we do Ratatouille?
Okay, please.
No. There'll be new movies coming out.
Robert's declining us power.
Yep, you have no power over this podcast. This podcast is all mine. This is a dictatorship.
Hey, listen, I decide what goes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true. No, that's
Nick could
entirely
decide
true.
everything that's happening.
I delete it.
He deletes every single thing I say. So
it's just white noise.
No, it's just Nick talking for the entire podcast. All right, let's do one more question.
Okay.
I do agree, though. So...
Shut up. If you were given $5 million to open a small museum, what kind of museum would you create?
A video game museum. That would get so much money. Oh my god.
That's true.
Yeah, no, that would be very, very successful, I think.
A food museum, and the food goes rotten all the time.
That is an awful idea.
It's all rotten. It's all just goop.
Let's do a wax museum, but of just regular things.
It's Wax Museum of just wax. So it's like
Okay, wait. I think it would be really cool if we had a museum on the history of office supplies. Like staplers through the years and
no one would go
pencils through the years and pens. I think that would be super cool.
What's a good date location?
Oh, you know what's a good date location?
Go to the stable.
What?
What?
You said you want to know. You said you want to know what's a good date location, and then you went dead silent.
Public bathroom.
How?
Well, because that's if you're comfortable there, you're comfortable anywhere. If you're comfortable and people.
But what if somebody isn't comfortable there?
Timestamp. I said the S word.
Also, that's illegal. Oh wait, public restroom. I guess it's for both genders.
Wait. What about?
Wait, Nick. That's heteronormative. What if I'm with a?
You know what I've heard? You know what I've heard?
Come on, Nick.
You know what I've heard?
Nick.
You know what I've heard? Is that if you're about to commit to someone, you should go on a road trip with them, because if you can stand each other while you're all tired and irritated and driving in the middle of nowhere, then you're probably set for life.
I don't know if that's the best place to start. Maybe.
No, not the best place to start, but best place to
get to eventually.
Yeah.
It's true. Like meeting your parents, their parents, my parents.
Your parents specifically. Every couple in America has to meet Tim and Sean Amanda.
That's a good video game.
You have to. A horror game that takes place in the Manna household. You're trying to outrun Chowder before he bites your leg off.
I'm falling.
Stuck.
Paul fell off the yoga ball. And with that, it is good time to end
Oh,
our pod. Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night was the